ABS の摂取を停止して、私はもうリカバーできる期間を。だからタイが言った通り。
Keep it together, you moron. Act the same as usual. The same as usual. If you don't, Cryska's gonna worry about you. She might even take a peek inside your head. If I take you to the United Nations, Alternative 3 was originally their baby.
オルタネイティブ計画は数年前に次の段階に移っている。
No.
ゆうや、私の話は
I mean, I don't know how you
貴様
expect
に
him
不
to
愉
be
快な思いを
comfortable,
さ
but
せているのではないか。
I'm not gonna lie to you. It was shocking to hear. I don't know if I could control myself if I had those before me. If I said anything's fine, I'll stick to my word.
すまないな。私にはこういう類の話しかないんだ。
I said it's fine. Oh yeah, why don't you tell me more about Alternative 3?
意外だな。
That's the prologue to your origin story. Who knows, we might find some hints on how to cure you.
多分そんなに面白い話ではないぞ。
So, we're still talking about your roots.
そうか、わかった。ところでなあ、
What?
その見ていいか。
Huh?
貴様がすでに知っている話を重ねて。
Oh, so that's what you're hesitating. You're right, time is precious.
じゃあ
Take it easy, okay? I wonder, is your reading kind of like scanning a document for keywords? Like, you won't find what you're looking for right away.
すべてのイメージが見えているが、だが一つ一つに焦点を合わせなければ。
So that's how it works. So that's why you guys don't see anything unless you try to. Are you done?
そうだな。ユウヤが知っている話は、だがすべてを話すのはキリがない。
Yeah, that's fine with me.
もともとソビエト国立科学アカデミーの ESP 研究では、自然発現体同士の交配によって被験体を確保していたのだが、その発生率は相当低かったと聞いている。そこで第三計画では遺伝子工学と発生工学を導入し、倫理規制を撤廃した。より強力な人工 ESP 発現体を開発するためにな。
Genetic engineering and artificial insemination? Sandek was telling the truth.
人工 ESP 発現体の主な任務は情報と和平工作だ。一切のコミュニケーションが成立しないベータに、実際の作戦では一般兵士が操縦する専用複座機に登場してユーラシア各地の戦場。なぜそうする必要があったのかといえば、発現体の能力が及ぶ範囲が思考を見るには能力の有効範囲に対象を捉える必要がある。だから発現体は
Jesus. A hive capture operation is no child's play. What was the survival rate?
数パーセントほどだったと聞いている。
I see.
だがそこで得られた数少ない情報が現在の対ベータ戦術に数多く生かされているんだ。
Cryska sounds like she's proud of them.
突入戦の他にも各戦線での生態観測や統計調査など、第三計画が実証した様々なデータは
At first glance, a super secret anti-beta program spearheaded by the UN shouldn't have anything to do with a grunt like me, but I've benefited from all that data they gathered from pretty much day one of training. The legacy of her ancestors and family has helped countless surface pilots everywhere and has made a difference for humanity. It's no wonder she's filled with a sense of pride.
だが研究よりデータ収集を優先する国連の政策に失望したソビエトはオルタネイティブ計画自体に見切りをつけた。そして科学アカデミーを再接収し、独自に人工発現体の戦闘応用研究を始めたんだ。
The sequence of events is a little different from what Weller told me, because the US and Soviet Union have different interpretations of the same facts.
その中の一つ、最も成功したと言われているのが、私たちはベリアイフ博士が発生させたベールイクリストルと呼ばれる有性胚から作られたんだ。
Damn it. All that stuff Sandek was spouting that I dismissed as bullshit is proving to be true, one after another, which means he was probably telling the truth about the crisis management measures in Cryska and Yuuya's bodies.
ベールイクリストルから分離培養された複製胚を世代別技術で遺伝子改良を施した後、人工子宮で
Artificial wombs? Is that a thing? Jesus, Cryska doesn't have any parents at all?
さすがに乳児期には脳の一部を切除する処置以外はバイタルモニタリングされているだけだったそうだ。
Belyaev and his people removed part of a baby's brain? Just how far are they willing to go? This is fucked up. That lab coat wearing rat face motherfucker. I should have whooped his ass right then and there, left the bastard eating through a straw. Yeah, no more excuses. There's no way I can remain impartial and pretend this is for the good of mankind.
幼少期のほとんどを第三計画専用の施設で他の姉妹たちと一緒に能力開発の実験に従事してきたんだ。ユウヤ？
Nothing. Sorry, just think for a second.
私のためにそれだけ強い色だ。その輝きは。
Sorry, I keep losing my cool. Doing my best to listen quietly to your story, but it just keeps happening.
いや、私にとっては日常だったから、ユウヤがどこで不愉快な思いをするかがよくわからないんだ。
What can I say? Been living in a bubble this whole time. Pretty shocking to hear how the world really works. Someone hadn't told me a lot of this stuff before. I would have thought you were full of shit.
そうか。ユウヤ。
What is it?
誤解しないでほしいのだが、私は自分の生まれに悪い感情を抱いたことは一度もない。
Really? Not even once.
いや、むしろそのようなことに思考や興味が全く向かなかったというのが事実だ。だが今はいかなる理由や方法であれ、私という存在を生み出してくれたものすべてにもし私が作られなかったらイーニアにも、そして
Yeah, I guess that's one way of looking at it. I need to stop acting like I have all the answers. Product of genetic engineering, born from an artificial womb. Life must have been pitiful, full of sorrows and misery. How could it have been otherwise? That was the most obvious thing in the world. Not once did I stop to doubt myself. Just look at me, born from another human being like everybody else. I'm not pitiful like her, right? My life should have been a never-ending parade of happiness, right? But it wasn't. Cryska who spent years cursing the circumstances of her birth. The audacity, the arrogance of me to look down on her. Shit. What right do I have to hate that Belyaev guy and Sandek for treating her like an object when I've been doing the same thing? What was done to her was horrible. Nothing will change that. But that doesn't justify writing her off as some poor, pitiful creature.
私の話。
Yeah, sorry about that. I just...
さあユウヤ、次は貴様の番だぞ。
Damn, what's the sudden pressure I'm feeling?
テンションは関係ない。約束は約束だ。
Are you calling me a liar? I can't let that stand. Okay, so...
そうだ。あの話がいいな。
Where I left off when?
あの時、グアドループで遭難した時聞かせてくれた。
Yeah, I did that. Okay. Back then I thought it was weird for Cryska to be so eager to hear about my parents, but now it all makes all the sense in the world. She might never have had parents to call her own, but she would have been obviously familiar with the concept. I guess she's hoping to gain some insight into what it's like to have them. So, where should I start? A long time ago I flew the coop.
家で？よくわからない。
Don't use metaphors. Figures. Cryska's lived her entire life inside research facilities and as a soldier in the Soviet army. Now she's ever heard the idiom before. In plain English, I ran away from home. Much like what you're doing right now, more or less.
今の私。
Yeah. Anyway, am I running away from home? Yes, you are. Anyway, when I was a kid, I got sick of living with my mom and grandparents, so I broke out where I was born and raised.
ああ、そういうことか。例えが分かりにくかった。確か父親とうまくいっていないんだったな。
To be fair, he was already out of the picture when I was born, so it's not like he's directly responsible, but man, he sure did a number on that family, I'll tell you what. Mom would stick up for him all the time, causing my grandfather to fly off the handle and to take it out on me, while my grandmother just pretended I didn't even exist. Joys of family life.
それが貴様の家族か。みんな個性的で
Yeah,
楽し
fun.
そうだな。
Fun. You have the worst taste, woman. Anyway, that was my daily life. Then getting bullied by the other kids just because I'm half Japanese. At some point I decided enough is enough and made a break for it. My grandfather was a real piece of work. It's like you never heard of using his inside voice, not to mention the dude was a hard ass, yelling over the slightest things. Imagining him to set foot in that kind of environment after you've spent the whole day being bullied by all those assholes at school. I don't need to spell it out for you, right? Shit. I know already, damn it. Mom was always nice to me when grandfather was angry at her, but she was a pretty hands-off kind of parent. The kind that's willing to show you the ropes, but lets you figure the rest out for yourself. When it came to studying and manners, boy, let me tell you, she was a real tiger mom. Even as a kid, I could tell she was my grandfather's daughter. Though, now I understand why she was so strict with me. And while that was annoying, what really pissed me off was the way Mom kept singing my father's praises all the goddamn time. It was thanks to her that I was able to make it through God knows how much bullshit, with my spirit and principles intact. I even used to think she treasured my runaway father while I was some sort of second-best imitation. Stupid, I know. But cut me some slack, please, I was just a kid. This trip down memory lane is even more awkward than normal. It really was one weird-ass little kid.
だが、そのかけがえのないものとの同一化が解除され、ほんのわずかな差が生じたとき、それは恐れや不安となり、その感情に溺れてしまえば、かけがえのない存在だったものが、像が互いの違いを際立たせることが、その意味、その差や違いこそが。
Nothing. Pay me no mind. Yeah, I see what she was talking about now. So anyway, things weren't great back at home, so I thought, hey, maybe my family would realize how shitty they've been treating me if I disappear for a day or two. So I secured the supplies I would need for successful execution of the plan, a bunch of cookies and chocolates and cans of soda, stuffed them in a bag and ran away from home. By that point, Mom and I had already moved out of the main house to a small house on the estate. The old man was a southern land baron, so the grounds were enormous. Our house was like a solitary island in the middle of an ocean. Prairie stretching as far as the eye could see, freaky animal sounds, pitch black darkness where you can't even find your footing. I'd seen that scenery like a million times from the inside of my car, on my way to and back from school, but being out there alone, it's completely different. I was jumping at shadows, man. As it turned out, I barely made it past a couple of hours before I gave up, but still, I felt kinda happy during my short stint as a runaway. My imagination was running wild the entire time. Was Mom worried about me? Were my grandparents finally going to start treating me better? Picturing what my family was going through gave me the strength to keep walking. Set off on a journey for any place that's not here, with only the moonlight lighting my path. That's right. That's what it means to decide on something for yourself and act on it. How sad it's taken me this long to remember. But yeah, when it came down to it, I couldn't break out of my grandfather's estate, and that was the end of it. Oh, huh? Well, I hate to admit it, but I guess it was in a physical sense, sure.
Yuuya,
Huh?
もしこのままアメリカに行くなら、ユウヤの生まれ育ったふるさとを見
Something
て。
tells me we're not gonna get there. Like, our meeting point is in Vancouver, which isn't even America in the first place, but also that's very far north of where Yuuya was raised. Man was raised in, the deep south, as they said. No specific context, just deep south. So you have a rough general area, and it's about as far opposite from Vancouver as you could fucking get, while staying on that continent anyway. Obviously, if you went all the way to fucking Europe or something, you get pretty far from Vancouver. But yeah, you get my point. It's just a large estate, not exactly tourist attraction material, but well, you might see zombies. Grandfather was such a staunch anti-communist, he might even rise from his grave if I show up on his doorstep with you in tow.
何？アメリカではそのような蘇生技術がすでに実用化されていたのか？
No, it's just a joke, man. Don't read too much into it. To anyone else, that much would be obvious.
様の冗談。
Clearly, I don't know why he keeps trying to joke with you. Yeah. Anyway, if we're headed to the United States, I can think of hundreds of better places to go. It's not like we have to go all the way there or anything. Stop, don't think about it, just stop. It's supposed to be making happy memories together. This song. Nice song. But underneath that warmth there lies a hint of melancholy. Still, it's beautiful either way.
この曲は私のふるさとの思い出なんだ。
Your hometown? Didn't Cryska mention she first learned this melody during her time in that facility when she was a kid? Okay, that music kicked up out of nowhere.
私の
You're not talking about the research facility, right? Somewhere else in the Soviet Union?
そうだ。でも場所はわからない。
Do you remember anything we could use as a landmark? A building, maybe?
かすかに記憶している。真っ白な建物と
It's the same image Enya remembered.
高台から見える遠くの街並み。金色の先頭を持つ白い建
So that's the place you call home.
そうだ。だがもうベータに壊されてしまっていると思う。
Probably. Your hometown, huh? Yeah, this is the woman I love. It's only natural I'd want to know where she was born and raised. Shame. Wish I could have seen it for myself. I'm talking about your hometown. Wish I could have been there.
ユウヤ、
Sorry, did you say something?
私は私
Actually, you what?
ブリッジス少尉の行動は作戦計画を逸脱しすぎています。第二目標の確保後、まっすぐ本土に向かうはずだったのでは？
He's not going to
彼が
Vancouver.
我々以外のいずれかに寝返るつもりなら、
しかし、作戦終了の遅延は我々の関与を。
ブリッジスはむしろよくやってくれている。我々のミスをカバーしてくれているんだからな。あそこでサンダークさえ来なければ、彼らは今頃バンクーバーに。我々の中でサンダークがあそこまで早く対処するなど、一体誰が予想した？いや、むしろ彼の能力の高さを褒めるべきか。作戦部の見積もりが甘かっただけならまだマシだ。これはダブルが潜んでいる可能性も洗う必要がある由々しき事態だぞ。
それは
ブリッジス少尉がサンダークを撃破したことで、ただの亡命騒ぎでは収められない情勢になってしまったのは確かだ。だがそれは我々のミスだ。
それにしてもこれほどの時間を。
むしろ少尉には対局が見えているのさ。アメリカのあからさまな陰謀に見えないよううまくやってくれている。
That's definitely his objective, I'm sure.
その上、彼は私との、いや、合衆国との約束を守ろうとしているのだろうな。
合衆国との約束。
彼は今、合衆国の未来のために入手すべき3つの目標のうち2つしか手に入れていない。
確かに一度下された任務に対する日系人の執念は異常とも言えるほどですが、
その意味で彼は全てを手に入れようとしているんだ。見たまえ、彼のパフォーマンスは完璧だよ。無計画で感情的、義憤に駆られ行動を起こしてみたものの、どうしていいかわからないといったうろたえ、見事に表現しているじゃないか。そのような隙を演じ、誰しもが予想しない行動によってもう一つの目標を強奪するタイミングを図っているんだ。
確かにユーコン事件の際もソ連軍基地を強襲し 物資を補給するという奇襲策を用いています。
まともな軍人であれば包囲網が完成する前に離脱している。この状況下でアラスカをうろつくような自殺行為は絶対にしない。これは後に感情に支配された衝動的行動だと立証するための重要な証拠となる。しかも強奪対象が女性であること、その悲劇的な背景もそれを裏打ちする要素だ。
なるほど。母親の不幸な人生を目の当たりにして成長したがために、それに類する悲劇的状況にある女性に異常な執着を見せると。
感情に駆られ無計画で衝動的な行動を重ねた結果、状況に追い詰められ、ブリッジ少尉はそのように見える状況を丁寧に積み重ね、全てを叶えた上でアメリカをかばおうとしているんだ。
Sure, bud.
臨機応変
He's
な
definitely
状
not
況
just
対
actually
応で
running
す。
wild. It's all
常に
premeditated.
それを求められ
He's
る
just that
テ
big
ストパイロ
domed.
ットのトップだっただけのことはありますね。
幼少期から虐げられ、常に自らの存在に疑問を持ち、周囲との駆け引きでしか生存権を得られなかった。そしてダンバー准将の目論見通り、ユーコンで関わった者たちによって人間的にも大きく成長を遂げた。あれは合衆国のみにとどまらず、ユーコンで自らに関わった者たちにも可能な限り類が及ばぬよう配慮した動きでもあるのだ。
確かに彼のプロファイルには、自己犠牲を厭わず相手の心理要因を考慮した重層的な戦術を好むとありますが、ですがそれは周囲の者には伝わらないでしょうね。我々のように状況を俯瞰できない以上、行動の事実のみで判断され、
人は往々にして視野にあるもののみで判断し言葉を紡ぐ。つまるところ、その視野こそがその人間の器であり、自覚的かあるいは無自覚にか、いずれにせよブリッジス少尉は他者自身のさなく幼少から重ねた経験でそれを知っている。それすら理解した上での選択なんだろう。やはり彼は尊敬すべきアメリカ国民だ。そして愛国者でもある。ダンバー准将が肩入れするのも納得がいく。
記録を見る限り幼年期以降は相当な問題児だったようです。
彼は認められたがっているんだよ。そして贖罪を求めている。自らの存在に刻まれた罪を、母親の業を清算したいとあがき、
ウェラー部長が DIA 時代に担当した例の案件ですね。
実に律儀でけなげじゃないか。
そうですね。そして我々はそれを国家安全保障に活用する。
まったくいつもそうだ。彼を見ていると、
ブリッジス少尉の行動については理解しました。追跡を継続し、計画
ぜひそう
念
してくれ。
のためインフィニティーズには支援行動の即応準備をさせます。本部を納得させるためにも。
ラングレーがこの作戦はスタンドアローン前提だったは
不
ずだ。
死鳥の動きを気にしているようです。その背後に帝都の怪人の影があるとかね。
なるほど。列車に乗り遅れまいと必死というわけか。世界の命運は極東や欧州で決まるのではない。アメリカが決めるのだ。第4ああ、そういえばフェニーチェの所属は欧州連合情報軍という建前だったな。
ウェラー部長、インフィニティーズの件は CIA 長官の意向でもあります。ですので。
分かっている。そのように手配してくれていい。
はい。
鎧め、ガラクタ欲しさにせいぜい物乞いして回るがいい。